Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Soaxx, and today we're going to continue our how-to series on how to sail American battleships. Yes, and today we're going to take a look at the Tier 5 Premium Battleship the Texas. Right, so what's the difference between the Texas and the New York? To be frank, not a lot. They have the same amount of hit points, the same armour layout, but the Texas does get an extra 3% on a torpedo protection, which is meh. A little bit better, I suppose. They have the same guns, but the big difference between the Texas and the New York is the Texas, without artillery plotting room modification 1, which you are definitely going to need, by the way, the main battery range is 16.4, where the New York is 18 kilometres. Yes, so with artillery plotting room, you get an extra 1 kilometre range. And the dispersion is 250 metres, which is pretty much the same. Right, but the big difference is the AA. The Texas has a AA rating of 53, whereas the New York only has an AA rating of 30. The Texas has 44 times 1 20mm guns. That is a big upgrade, whereas the New York only has 8 of these. She has 10 times quad Bofors, the 40mm, whereas the New York only has 2 double Bofors. And they have the same 76.2mm bad boy guns there. So, what does this mean? Basically, the maximum DPS of the New York is 102. What is the maximum range? 3.5, but it's basically, if a plane gets within 2 kilometres of the New York, the DPS is 102. But if a plane gets within 2 kilometres of the Texas, the DPS is 380. Yes. The Texas has much better AA, and I would suggest speccing into AA if you're going to keep Texas and put a captain on there, because it's quite a beast when it comes to AA. I would love to put the AA modification 2 in here to get the extra range, but yes, you need an artillery plotting room, unfortunately. Right, moving on to Maneuverability. The Texas is actually slower. It's 20.5 knots to New York's 21. It must be all AMAA mounts. They both have the same turning circle, 600 metres, but the Texas has a worse rudder shift time at 14.5 seconds. So the Texas is slower and it doesn't turn as fast, which is a pain in the bum, but hey, you're paying for the AA. Right, moving on to concealment. The New York has a 15.5 kilometre, where the Texas has 16. Yet again, I think the AA is showing everybody where you are. And a detectability by air of 10.7 to 10.4 on the New York. Right, moving on to upgrades, which we already got up here. Obviously, the staple main armaments modification 1 for the minus 20% risk of main battery becoming incapacitated and all the battery survivability malarkey. Like I said, artillery plotter room modification 1 is a must. 16.4 kilometres, it's not going to work. You're going to be getting really close, which isn't a bad thing in a battleship, but the Texas is as squishy as the New York, so you're going to eat a lot of damage. So you want to keep a little bit of range. And obviously the third upgrade, damage control system modification 1. Yeah, you're not going to lose your propulsion, you're not going to lose your steering. I really wish we could go with the AA. There's no point in second batteries because, yeah, you haven't got any. And you do not want to take main battery modification 2 because, yes, your turrets will traverse a little bit faster, but you want to add 5% to 34 point, what was it? 34 point sank or whatever. Let's move back up here. 34.3. You want to add another 5% to that. You'll be waiting. The game will be over and you've only shot about 4 salvos. Anyway, moving on to Captain Perks. If you've got a low-level captain in here, I recommend priority target. You want to know who's shooting at you. If you're showing broadside and there's 10 enemies targeting you, you want to know about that so you can angle. And definitely expert marksman. Then you could really buff the AA with basic firing training and expert firing training, but you do want concealment as well because you want to get your detectability down as much as you possibly can. Anyway, that is enough of me waffling on about the ship. Let's take her out into a battle and see how she performs, shall we? Right, the map is Trident and the game mode is Domination, and as you might have seen, or might not have seen actually, this is a tier 7 battle, yes. the Tier 7 battle. You will be getting into many Tier 7 battles in Tier 5 because that's what happens. We have 1 CV, 5 BBs, 4 cruisers and 2 DDs. The enemy team has 1 CV, 5 BB, 3 cruisers and 3 DDs. And what I didn't know during the game, because I didn't pay much attention to the team list, they have a Flint. And for the people that don't know what a Flint is, it is a reward ship for, I think it's getting rank 1 5 times. Look, I'm having a look now. It's a reward ship for getting rank 1 5 times, I think. Yeah. Well, anyway, the Flint. It's an Atlanta. With smoke. 1 less turret, but with smoke. Yes, it's OP as hell, and I didn't realise at the time that the Flint was in the battle. So, also, I would like you to pay close attention to our shootouts. They will come back at the end of the game to bite us in the bum. I will not spoil it there, but yes, it's an interesting, let's just say, end to the game. Anyway, I headed to sea because in the New York, it's not New York, in the Texas, pretty much like New York, like I said, it's slow, so you need to pick a side, pick a destination and go. Now, I was going to head into sea, push into sea, give the DD some support and our cruisers, and then I thought, hold up, I'm not going to push in just yet because I push in, I get focused, I can't get out. So I'm going to stay at range, and support our DD in sea, see if we can help with the cap. That way we've managed to do 5,000 damage already, which isn't a bad start. Not a bad start on that Omaha. I'll try and take out this Błyskawica, the Tier 7 premium Polish destroyer, but yeah, my aim is off yet again. And what you will see in this battle is the HE spam, which actually, believe it or not, actually helps me at one point because I do the dreaded turn of death in front of 2 British battleships, the King George and I think it's the Iron Duke, and if they had AP loaded I would suffer badly, but they don't, they have HE and it doesn't really do a lot of damage. So there is a pro to all the HE spam, you know, I show a broadside, they still fire HE. Well, anyway. Right, they've managed to cap B, they're capping A, and we're contesting C. We got the Omaha, the Iron Duke, King George V there, and the Błyskawica here. So I'm moving around to this side of the island, give myself a little bit of cover so I can fire from stealth, because that's how you do it, and I'm going to turn back and head back the other way in a minute. Managed to get 4,400 damage there on the old Iron Duke, so not too bad. Yes, the Texas. It's the same as the New York, really. The AA is better, but you don't really get to see it because if the planes are within 2 kilometres, they're going to drop you. Yes, you'll probably be able to take out an extra plane, but if they're within 2 kilometres of you, they're going to drop you and you're going to get either torpedoed or bombed. Anyway, this Omaha decides to push round. I'm waiting, and I get some shots out. Then he decides to turn broadside. Why didn't I wait an extra second? And I underled, and yeah, 1,000 damage, 1 overpin. Fantastic. Right, I'm realising now that I'm showing broadside to the Iron Duke. I shouldn't really worry about it because you know what he's going to do. He's going to fire HE at me. So I probably could have carried on sailing broadside, but good practice. Angle your battleship. You don't want to show your broadside. You don't want to get citadeled. And we're going to try and take out this Omaha. I have 2, see there's priority target coming in, there's 2 ships targeting, clearly the Omaha and probably the Iron Duke, I'd imagine. So I'll get shots out in the Omaha, underled again slightly and we're going to get better damage. Ooh, 2,730 with 1 overpin. That don't make sense, I thought I hit him twice, but there you go. I'm on fire as you can see. I do not want to use my damage control because it's only 1 fire, I can heal it all back, it's like damage. So I'm just healing it up as I go, and the Omaha goes down. Thank you, Mr. Bayern. Now we have to deal with this Iron Duke. I'm kind of doing what I said not to do in a battleship. You don't want to kite away and stay at long range. You want to help push the caps, but it's a Tier 7 battle. If you're in a Tier 5 ship in a Tier 7 battle, you don't want to go steaming into the caps, because you're just going to get annihilated. Bish bosh bash, dead. So I'm playing it sensible. I'm staying at range. We've got an Atlanta up there. We've got the Shiatsu. We've got a Bayern in front of us. We've got Colorado. You know, these are better ships than the Texas, I must admit. I mean, obviously the Shiatsu is a destroyer, and so the Atlanta is a cruiser, but they got better stealth. And I didn't want to be on the front line and just get totally annihilated. So I'll rotate round and I'm going to head over towards the B area because we have capped C, and I'm just checking now, and I think I've just realised, oh my, there's a flint. Yes, a flint. Because I think the flint just took out the bind. I'll see it in the screen on the top right above the map. And I thought, hello, if this flint is left alone and is left to run wild, we're going to lose this game badly. So, 17,000 damage. Not too bad, but we have got a serious point deficit. Yes, and we have got a ship deficit. We've lost 2 ships and they've only lost 1. So, and we seem to all be getting together over at C. So we need to push back towards B and A. So we're heading over, and I'm going to try and get some shots on the Iron Duke. See if we can take out the old HE spammer. Are these looking any good? Not too good. No. Oh, yeah, you managed to get an overpen for 1,000. Fantastic. Good shooting there, Soaxx. Good shooting. Anyway, as you can see, their battleships are playing pretty much the same as ours. Same as me. You know, if I was in a tier 7 battleship, I'd be further forward. Definitely be further forward, but yeah, you don't want to be pushing in a tier 5 like this if it's tier 7 battle, because you will get focused and destroyed. You haven't got the hit points really, and the Texas is a squishy ship, and it takes a lot of penetration damage, even if you're angled, sorry, I should say. Anyway, so we've now got 2 caps, yay! But as you can see on the map, by B, there's 2 cruisers pushing around, and one of them is the Flint. Yes, the Flint. So I decide to head over that direction, see if we can put the hurt on them. We've got a New York battleship, King George and Iron Duke, and I'm pretty well angled, but I'm not too worried. You know, I mean, it's not that often that they go, oh, I know, look, there's a broadside ship. I'm going to load AP and see if I can get some citadels. No, they're just going to fire HEs. And anyway, I'm being lucky. They're not even really focusing me. So I'll get another, what was that, 3,000 damage on the Iron Duke. And now I notice the Flint. This ship has to go down, or otherwise it's going to be a pain in our bum at a later date. So I'm waiting for the guns to reload. And it looks like he's reversing. Yeah, he looks like he's reversing. So I'm just going to lead a little bit and shots out, and hopefully we can take the Flint out, and this will make this game a little bit easier. I mean, they've got 2 Fabukis and a Baleskovica destroyer, and yes, the Flint is gone. Fantastic. So that's my first kill. We managed to take out the Flint, but we still got the 2 Fabuki issue. So now, as I can see, the Fabukis are pushing into C. I was thinking of turning and pushing in, but Fabuki, torpedoes, new Texas, I keep calling it New York, Texas battleship, yeah, we're going to have issues, but I'm going to give some support. I'm going to see if I can at least do some damage to these Fabukis, because they're going to be a pain in our bums if we're not careful. But, ooh, 1 overpen, lovely. At least I'll reset the cap, and yeah, I don't know where them shots went, but we have 2 Fabukis over here now, so I'm thinking, if I was them, I'd be torpedoing the big fat battleship pushing into C, so I decide to turn away again because I'm expecting torpedoes. Yes, right, they're capping C. Oh, New York just took a big hit there, and I'm detected, but I'm not targeted, and now I'm targeted, so I'm thinking, torpedoes, I'm thinking. So I'm going to continue sailing over to B, but I'm going to be aware, I think there's torpedoes on the way. So, yeah. Points, we've managed to gain some points. It's 3 ships killed each, so that's excellent. We managed to take out 3 of their cruisers, but we have lost a destroyer, which is going to hurt us later in the game. I managed to get 4,500 on the King George, not too bad. And now 2 people are targeting me, so I'm going to turn away because I'm still expecting torpedoes from them Fabukis. Oh dear, sorry, my voice is going. I've been making a lot of videos today. Anyway, we're going to keep fire on this King George V battleship, and I've noticed, well, I didn't notice at the time, but they're the Fabukis, they've popped up, so we should be targeting them in a minute, and I'm still playing a little bit too passively really. I mean, I should be pushing in a bit more aggressive, but with 3 people targeting me, I know not to push too aggressively, because I will get wiped out, and we've just managed to sink the New York. The Soaxx managed to do that, so we're going to rotate back round and head over towards the B area again, because we've still got a cap disadvantage. The ships are even, but we've got a cap disadvantage, so we need to get a cap. I have a quick look at that Fuso because he's showing broadside, but we need to focus on the destroyers. So we're going to try and see if we can take some of the hit points off this Fubuki, who's trying to cap B. Shots out. Hey! Another overpen, and I'll get more shots out on him. And there are the torpedoes I was expecting, so I slam on the brakes and turn in hard. And yes, torpedo beats there, people. Torpedo beats. I should put some decent music. Torpedo beats. But no, I'm not going to. Anyway, so now we haven't got no caps. They're capping B. We're about to. We've got a cruiser and that Shiriatsu pushing into C, so we should be capping that anytime soon. And have you noticed, I haven't really been able to show off the AA on the Texas because the carrier doesn't want to come and drop me. So, okay, so now we are in a bit of a pickle. We've got 3 battleships pushing in, they're all focusing me, but I'm doing the turn of death like I said earlier, and they're all firing HE at me, apart from the Gneiser now. But I'm not too worried about the Gneiser now because it only has 4 guns on the front of that ship and he's bowing, so... And the dispersion's terrible on German battleships, so I'm not expecting him to be able to hit anything. And look, the HE keeps coming, and I managed to get away with the turn of death. But we have now lost B. We've got point deficit, but we need to take out this Fubuki, because these Fubukis are a pain in our bum. If we can take them out, we stand a chance at least. Now there's the Iron Duke turning, so I can get some shots on him. And there's the other Fubuki, so I wish I hadn't fired them ones, but I've still got three turrets, 6 guns left, so get shots on the Fubuki. These are looking okay. And yes, 3,610. Fantastic. So he's down on 828 hit points, so hopefully someone else can take him out. And there's the other Fubuki. And torpedoes out again, and I'm going to turn in hard here because I'm expecting more torpedoes. And someone needs to go cap B. So there's the Fubuki, we're going to get some shots out on him. Come on, we need to take him out. Oh my god, look at the dispersion there. Oh dear, dispersion. It trolls us sometimes, but I'll get the other 6 guns firing, and these are looking better. Come on. Yes, and we managed to take out the Fubuki. Now we're up to 40,000 damage. But we've still got a point deficit. But we have the ship lead. But they have 3 very healthy battleships. Yes. And we're doing okay. And there's the torpedoes from the Fubuki. Am I going to manage to dodge them? No, I think I'm going to take one on the nose. I do. It causes flooding, so I'm going to use my damage control straight away.
We're flooding quickly.
And there you go. So, what to do now? Point deficit. Cap deficit. We've got an Iron Duke saying broadside, so... Shots out on him. These are looking okay. Come on, so what can we do? And really, 6,000 damage. 76, and this 760 damage hit points left. And this is the problem in New York. Turret rotation terrible. New York. I said it again on our Texas. Turret rotation terrible. Reload terrible. Now, if these reloaded a bit quicker, I would have got these shots out and possibly the kill. But no, I fire and Mother Nature put a mountain in the way. Fantastic. Now, we've got to push B. We need this cap, so we're going to head over to B and we're going to see if we can take out this Gneiser now. Now, this is a Tier 7 German battleship. You do not want to get within 6 kilometres of this ship because they've got torpedoes. So, be aware of that. Plus, if he's running a secondary build, the secondaries are pretty good as well. So... the enemy is up to almost 800 victory points, but we're going to see if we can cap B and see if we can at least slow down the cap rate. I'm going to get some shots out in the Gneiser now. What I'm doing, I'm not aiming for the waterline, I'm aiming for the superstructure. Because like that, you get 7,500 damage if you can hit the superstructure, but if you hit the armour belt, because it's got turtleback armour, you're not going to get any penetrations, you're going to get bounces. So aim for the superstructure on German battleships. People, it does a hell of a lot of penetration damage. So come on, we've got to push into B. It's not looking particularly good. We managed to take out the Iron Duke, so that slowed down the points. Get some more shots out in the Gneiser now. Bounce. More shots. Bounce. Ooh, we do like the bounce, and we lose our Kirov, so they're back in the lead with the points and the cap. But we're going to hopefully get into the cap point and start capping that. And what I noticed now, the Bayern on our team is going over to cap A as well. I have a quick look round. Yes, he looks like he's heading over to A. So if he can get into A super fast, well, as fast as he can go, and I can get into B, we can stop the cap count, and we may stand a chance of winning this, people. Yes! So we'll get some more shots out in the canards now. We need to take him down. We need to reduce the points and bounce. Oh, yay! Some damage. 2,060 damage. So I'm up to 56,000 damage. Not the best game at the moment. I thought the carrier was going to come drop me, but decided to drop the Colorado and a Citadel on the Gunnizer now. Ooh, that was unexpected. So he's down to 3,000 hit points. So hopefully we can finish the Gunnizer now off, and we can cap B at the same time, so we get shots out. I think I underled this shot. Yeah, not the best, and they missed anyway. And yes, we take out the Gunnizer now. Fantastic. So we're capping B. As you can see, the Bayern looks like he's heading over to A to stop the cap on A. Can he get there in time? Hopefully he can. Right. I had more fun making this video than I did New York. As you know, if you've watched the New York video, I was a bit salty because I played about 20 games in the New York and I struggled. Up-tiered pretty much. I think I had 2 tier 5 games. And I got killed straight away in the tier 5 games because I got a bit overconfident. Thought, tier 5, steam in, wipe them out. And yeah, I got wiped out. Torpedoes, the bane of my existence. But yeah, I got a bit salty. But for some reason, I seem to be able to sail the Texas a bit better. Maybe it's because I've been sailing the New York for so long. I've got the hang of it. And I managed to get this game. It's not the highest damage game in the world, but it shows what you can do in the Texas. You know, if you angle, you manoeuvre. You don't just sit there like a lemon showing broadside. You know, you push when you need to push. Don't push straight away at the start of the battle unless you've got a lot of support and then someone who can take some of the fire. I mean, don't push. Now, as you notice, we've capped B and we've stopped the cap on A on 911 points. Now, if we can cap A, all we have to do is stay alive. I'm not worried at the moment. I mean, I'm at long range from this King George V. I'm going to fire on him because he's not focusing me at the moment. Someone is, but he is focusing me. I apologise. But I'm at range. I've got my damage gone up. I've got one more hill. I've got 33,000 hit points. And if the carrier comes and focuses me, I've got pretty good AA. So I can manoeuvre and I can take out some of the planes. But it looks like the carrier's going for the Bayern. And there's the carrier. Hello. And it's stationary, so I'm going to get shots out on him. But all we have to do is stay alive. I don't know what them torpedoes are aiming for from the Shiratsu. Yeah, your torpedo in the mountain. 13,000 damage. I'll take that. That is fantastic. But all we have to do is stay alive. I'm going to keep saying that because, as you're going to see in a minute, the Shiratsu doesn't realise we have 1 minute 47 seconds on the clock. We have got all 3 caps and we're catching up on the points. We are going to win this game if we all stay alive and do not die. So Shiratsu is going in to try and take out the Hiryu. And as you're going to see in a second, yeah, I didn't realise the Hiryu was reversing. Managed to get 1,000 damage, but yeah, as you're going to see in a minute, Shiratsu's getting closer. She's going to drop some torpedoes and then going to smoke up. Thank God. Going to smoke up and hopefully going to sit in the smoke. Got a minute. I think the smoke will last that long. Sit in the smoke. We win this game. But, why is he not stopping? Stop in your smoke. Don't worry about spotting. We're going to win. Stay in your smoke. And, yeah. Have you just left your smoke? Oh my God. Why? Look, we're 53 seconds. Come on. Look, we're catching the points. We're going to win this. We're going to win this to stay alive, everybody. But the Shiratsu has left the smoke. What are you doing, you crazy fool? Just stay in your smoke. We win. Look, 872. We've got 36 seconds. We're going to win. Stay in your smoke. Do not rush a King George V with HE. Oh my God. Shiratsu, what are you doing? We had this in the bag. I tried to get some shots on the King George, but really? You couldn't stay in the smoke. 10 seconds, we would have won this game. But the Shiratsu decided to go ham, and it cost us. Fan-duperly-tastic. No! what a way to lose the battle. If that Shearer actually had stayed alive, we would have won, but hey, World of Warships for you people, World of Warships. Anyway, I managed to do 88,550 damage, get 3 sinks, and I managed to hit 1 citadel, so not too bad on the old damage stakes. I managed to finish top on the team with 1,341 base experience, which isn't too bad at all. I mean, considering it was a loss, that's pretty good. It would have been a very good game if we had won it, but it's World of Warships, innit? We managed to fire 264 shells and we hit 59, doing 88,550 damage, and we managed to tank a potential damage of 1,157,000 damage. So yeah, not too bad at all. And we managed to make 348,000 credits after paying the crew. Right. Do I like the Texas? Yes. Do I think it's better than the New York? Yes, I do think it's better than New York because you got at least got a bit better AA cover, and I seem to do better in it anyway. But do I think it's worth the dollars? No, I do not reckon it's worth the dollars. It's not a bad premium, but because you're in that tier 5 bracket, you're pretty much always going to see tier 7 battles. So for that, I wouldn't recommend getting it. But if you want it, just to keep it in your collection, by all means, go and purchase it. Anyway, that was my How to Texas. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Some hints and tips in there. I weren't too salty in this one either, which is quite fantastic. Anyway, smash the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Smash the thumbs down if you didn't. Boo, but that's what it is there for. Let me know how I can improve these videos because I want to make the best videos possible for you, the viewer. And yeah, maybe check out my channel, consider subscribing. You never know, you might like some of the other content I do. I don't just do World of Warships. And on that note people, I will catch you in the next one.